Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I've been gone for a while, just been busy. But today's what if is what if Piccolo Jr. killed Goku part 3. So after the defeat of Piccolo Jr., life has been peaceful on Earth. Goku and Chi-Chi live with each other, but they ain't married. Cause Goku died when he was a teenager and you don't age up when you're dead. So Goku is still a teenager. And it's already weird enough that Chi-Chi's living with a teenager. So, yeah. But Chi-Chi has been more serious, and she's been training with Goku to make sure if there was ever a threat like that, she'll be strong enough to protect herself. And with the others, Krillin and Yamcha have been training with each other also. At Kame's lookout, of course. And Tien, he actually decided to go back to King Kai's to train more with his Kaioken. So it's been a year, and one day Goku and Chi-Chi does get a visitor. This visitor is a Raditz. Now you're probably wondering, why is Raditz here? And I thought he died. Well, he did, but he was brought back with the Dragon Balls, because remember, Goku said bring back everyone that was killed by Piccolo Jr. and Demon King Piccolo. And Piccolo did kill the Raditz, so he was brought back to life. But Raditz decided not to attack because he didn't know where was that Namekian at. And he didn't want to cause troubles because he was already confused on how he was brought back. So 1 year of searching for Goku or anybody that he recognized, and he finally found Kakarot. Of course, with Chi-Chi remembering the saying, she wonders why is he here. Raditz ignores her and tells them, both of them, and he asks questions for them and tells them how is he brought back to life and where is that Namekian at. Goku and Chi-Chi is confused on what a Namekian is, but they tell them that they made up some sort of lie not to tell him Raditz about the Dragon Balls. They just say that they asked the gods to bring back all the people that was killed by Piccolo Jr. And the gods accept their request. That's weird. Raditz doesn't buy it, but how's he back alive? So he just accepts that answer. But he still wants to answer what happened to that Namekian app. Now, Goku thinks that he must be talking about Piccolo, and they say that they killed him, but he's really sealed up. But they just tell him that he was killed by them. Raditz says good. Now, and he tells Goku that to join him and join the Saiyans, so they can rule this planet and get out of here. Goku, of course, doesn't accept this and says that he doesn't want to rule nothing, and that he was happy here. Raditz thinks this is disgusted in his brother. Raditz decides to attack Kakarot, but Goku is easily able to dodge Raditz's attack or easily block it, or even take the hit. Raditz is surprised how strong Kakarot is. When Raditz tries landing a punch again, Goku easily flicks Raditz with one finger and flicks him back. Raditz is super shocked. How did he get flung back like that just by one finger? Goku says that he doesn't want to hurt him, but Raditz keeps on trying to attack Goku. Goku gets annoyed and knocks Raditz out unconscious. Goku takes Raditz to Kame's lookout, and Chi-Chi also comes along. Goku tells Kame to see if he can look into Raditz's mind and see why he came to this planet. So Kame looks into Raditz's mind, and Kame knows about Vegeta, Nappa, and why he was sent here. He tells Goku that he was sent here to find Goku to recruit him for the Saiyans, and that there's an evil emperor out there, it's Frieza, that was ordering them around. Eventually, Raditz do wake up. He's wondering where he are, and he sees that there's a group around him. When he stands up, he eventually is stunned and he can't move. Kame also noticed about Raditz's weakness, and it's his tail. So Yamcha grabs Raditz's tail, and now Raditz can't move. Goku tells Raditz that he doesn't need to fight for this Frieza guy anymore, and that he can join us, the good guys. Raditz wonders how Goku knows about that, Goku tells him that he can choose his own options when he's here, and that he can fight for good. Raditz stays silent, and Goku tells Yamcha to get off his tail, or let go of his tail. Yamcha says, huh? And just Yamcha does it. Raditz doesn't attack, he just stands there. He says that he needs some alone time, that he flies off. They're about to follow him, but Goku stops them, saying that they should be ready for the other Saiyans. How does Goku know about the other Saiyans? Well, King Kai talked to him when Raditz was knocked out. King Kai talked to him, saying that the other Saiyans are coming in 1 year. So they're about to get ready to fight the Saiyans. Well, are training to fight getting ready to fight the Saiyans. Goku remembers about the hyperbolic time chamber. Asks Kame if they can go in it. Kame accepts it, and Goku goes in with Chi-Chi. They do train in there for 1 year, or technically in there for 1 day. And once they get out, they're both stronger. I'll talk about power levels later. Of course, Krillin and Yamcha decides to go in there one more time. Or not one more, just go inside there. And Chi-Chi and Goku's not gonna go in there because they don't want to get too old. And Goku said is now an adult. So Goku and Chi-Chi decides to spar in the outside world. Eventually, 1 year does pass by, and the Saiyans do arrive. They explode a city to get the Sea Fighters' attention, and they do. The first person they actually do see is Tien, which is shocking. Then the other Sea Fighters do come, and they're happy to see Tien. It's been a while. Now, before I start this fight, let's talk about power levels. Tien, in his base form, that was been non-stop training on King Kai's planet for 2 years, so his power level in base is 18,000. And last part, I didn't explain what the multiplier was of the Kaioken. Now, with Tien training on King Kai's planet for 2 years, the Kaioken might be pretty high. So I think it's gonna be around Kaioken times 30 or even 50. But he might strain his body if he does 50, so he'll does it around 40. So with Kaioken times 40, Tien's power level is at 720,000, which is pretty insane. Goku's power level in base is 25,000 thanks to Zenkai's boost and the hyperbolic time chamber. Now, with Kaioken, Goku can times it to 20 or 25. So his power level with Kaioken times 20/25 is 625,000, which is pretty insane. Chi-Chi's power level is around 3,000, which thanks to that bulk time chamber and training with a stronger training component. Tien and Yamcha, their power levels are around 8,000, which is also pretty good, and at the same power level of Goku in canon. And the battle starts with Nappa planning out some Cybermen, but really, the Cyberman just gets killed with one attack. Vegeta says, okay, they're pretty strong. Nappa goes ahead and fights, saying that which one is going to start to fight him first. Chi-Chi steps in and decides that she's going to fight Nappa. Nappa and Chi-Chi fights, and Goku decides to fight with Vegeta. Chi-Chi's kind of being overwhelmed by Nappa, but Chi-Chi's holding her own though. Nappa's shocked how strong this woman can be, and he has to use a little bit more of his power. Eventually, Chi-Chi's getting overwhelmed, but then Yamcha decides to join in and tells Chi-Chi she should tap out, and she does, with Yamcha easily able to defeat Nappa and is bodying Nappa. Nappa's shocked on how this human is so strong. Why is all these people so strong? When the fight keeps on going, at this point, Yamcha is just toying around with Nappa. With Goku and Vegeta's fight, at first Goku has the upper hand, but when Vegeta used almost all his power, Goku would have to at least use Kaioken times 2, and Goku has the upper hand again. Vegeta is getting angry how he's just getting beat up by this Saiyan and low-class warrior. Eventually, Yamcha does stop playing around with Nappa and decides to kill him. Vegeta's shocked on how Nappa just died like that, and he says he's not deciding to play around anymore. He makes other fake moons and throws up in the air, and he starts growing in size. Vegeta becomes a giant ape. Now everyone decides to help. Most people try going for Vegeta's tail, and it mostly does work, but Vegeta has more control in this form, and all of them are starting to get annoying, so he managed to damage Chi-Chi a lot, so Chi-Chi has to stand back, and Tien actually has to try and use Kaioken times 20, which easily demolishes Vegeta, and Goku decides to join using Kaioken times 10, and they're both demolishing Vegeta by themselves. Eventually, Vegeta is very hurt, but then he feels a sharp pain in his back. His tail got cut off. He was so injured that he didn't notice that Krillin was actually charging up a destructo disc. Vegeta starts shrinking in size. Eventually, he turns back to his normal self. He calls for his ship. Instead of trying to fight them, he actually tries to call for his ship. His ship does come, and Tien is about to go try to finish him off, but Goku decides to let him escape. He'll probably want to get stronger to defeat us. Everybody really wants to kill Vegeta, but Goku disagrees, and Vegeta is able to escape. Everyone is pretty excited that no one actually died. They do have a party and celebrate it, and that's the end of this what if. Sorry this what if wasn't too good, but I'm just trying to get I was trying to get the same saga over. I was trying to think of any other way, but everyone is so strong that the Saiyans wasn't even, or hardly even had a chance. Hope you guys enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.